Welcome back to Bali Life Unfiltered. Today's episode, we're going to be running through the ultimate 10-day Bali itinerary. So this is probably more for people that haven't necessarily traveled around Bali too much. We're going to mix some adventure, culture, relaxation, and food. So to kick us off, Hannah, have you got any stories of some of the places that we're going today?
Have one little funny story. Well, I don't know if it's that funny, but being very real in Bali when you go sightseeing, like depending on what season you come in rainy season, you could get very wet, dependent. Me and Patrick, before we had kids, we were staying in Seminyak, rented a scooter, drove up to Ubud, which the journey up to Ubud on a scooter is quite far, reasonably far.
Like an hour?
Yeah, a little bit more than an hour, depending on traffic. So when you're on the back, it's quite uncomfortable. Yeah. But we drove up to go to the monkey forest. Thought that was a good idea at the time. And the heavens just opened, and we didn't bring waterproofs, nothing. I don't know what we were wearing, but it was very small clothes probably, and just got absolutely drenched and I think we stood on the side of the street for like an hour. It was so heavy. And I was like, we can't drive in this. You can't see. Yeah. Yeah, so scary. So yeah, that's a funny story.
Yeah.
Those kind of things happen a lot. So if you are coming, pack a rain jacket or get one when you're here. You can buy just the thin plastic to go over you. But yeah.
Yeah, I had a similar one actually. Yep. Now that I remember, my family came over, my brother and my parents, and we went up to Ubud and we went down to the rice fields, and same thing happened. It bucketed down. Like the water was probably this much. Insane. And we were with the kids with a car, but my brother and Joe had scooters. And I was just so petrified for my brother to drive back. I'm like, just leave this scooter. You can't drive back in this because he doesn't ride in Australia. But yeah, just protective sister. But he was fine.
Yeah,
like,
you made it.
Just you look after him. But yeah, I was like, it doesn't always rain like this.
Yeah. If it's really heavy, then just don't drive.
No,
exactly. Take a break.
But we wanted to go home, I guess. But yeah, so I had that.
Yeah. Cool.
Another time we hired a car and we were going up to Lovina through these tiny roads. So you kind of go up through it's like the forest, the bush. I guess you can say the bush.
The bush?
Yeah, the bush. It's just like trees everywhere and there's no one around. There's no houses. And Google Maps took us this weird way. Yeah. And we're in this tiny kind of pretty old car and the roads were so thin, tight.
Narrow? Yeah,
narrow. You wouldn't be able to get a scooter one way and a car one way at all. Yeah. And we're going up through these hills and cliffs, and then all of a sudden there's this massive pothole, not even a pothole, it was a hole in the road. Wow. We were probably 40 minutes away from anything to turn around. So we had to kind of maneuver the car around this hole and not get stuck. And oh my God, it was kind of scary because it was on a hill. I was like, thank God I wasn't driving.
And the kids were in the car?
Yeah. And we had to, I had to get out and try and find something to put over the hole. But yeah, we made it. I was like, what do we do? Yeah. Well, that is very common in those roads. Yeah. So being mindful of where you're driving. It's probably why it's good to get a driver if you're not familiar.
100%. I still don't want to drive on the roads.
Yeah.
All right. So this week's Bali itinerary that we're discussing, this is going to be for people generally coming without kids. I mean, it can include bringing your kids. Yeah. Depending on how comfortable you are with activities and being
young
quiet.
Kids. Yeah. If you're going to bring young kids on this itinerary, I'd probably cut something out. Yeah. Because there's a few stops.
Yeah. You can make adjustments based on your needs, basically. So it can cater to everyone. Yeah. But before we dive in, we did have some listener questions over the last week. Yeah. So Krista asked us, is Canggu a good area to go for a walk? Are there sidewalks?
Yeah, I think Canggu is a great place to base yourself if you do want to walk around and you do want to have a scooter. Now, I think over the last 6 to 12 months, they've put footpaths everywhere. There's no footpaths along the beach, but all through Canggu, you can go walking anywhere. You could get away with not even having a scooter. You can walk around everywhere.
Yeah, totally. I don't know if it's necessarily the nicest place to go for a walk if you're looking at having scenery to go for a walk. Yeah. But it's fine. There are sidewalks and you can get around,
Yeah, if you're going, there's no nature walks.
Yeah. And then we also had, which is the energy healer you mentioned in episode 2 of the podcast? that was Shelley Towns. I'm not sure if you mentioned actually in there. And she is an Australian, but living in Bali, been here for a long, long time. Her Instagram is at energetic_freedom on Instagram. And she also has a website. I think it's energeticfreedom.com.au. You can check her out. She does individual sessions, couples, and also retreats. So I noticed on there now as well.
Oh, cool.
And she's great.
Yeah, she was fantastic. Like, you can go back to episode 2 and hear about it. But basically, we both ended up doing energy healing. Yeah. And we've never done one before. Well, I had.
Yeah, no, I had.
You had either?
No.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, very good experience.
And then another question, someone said that they were interested in West Bali and to hear a little bit about traveling there. So we will definitely cover that in future episodes. There's a beautiful national park up there, and it's a lot more local and a little bit true Bali, I think.
Yeah.
So it'll be really good to cover off. Well, let's jump into the 10 nights in Bali.
Cool. So we think 10 days is like a good amount to get around and see bits based on spending like 2 or 3 days in most places. If you have longer, definitely come for longer. Like, you can spread your time out a bit more, and there are plenty of other places to visit. So, but 10 days is like a sweet spot. Yeah. 7 days might be a little bit too short, depending on what you want to do. 10 days in Bali. We have put it in there, the first stop being Ubud. I think it's quintessential Bali. Like the jungle vibes, rice terraces, yoga, wellness.
Yeah.
It's about a 2-hour drive from the airport.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. And based on what you like doing and where you want to be, but there's hotels there, Airbnbs. I'd recommend a lot of the hotels are pretty good up there. Yeah.
Lots of different types of hotels.
Yeah.
All price points.
Yeah.
Guest houses.
Yeah. And some are bang in the center, so it's easy to walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Like getting through Ubud now, the traffic can be a bit busy because it's like a one-way system. So if you stay outside, just bear that in mind. But you can get Gojeks and taxis easily enough from those places. And also I noticed lots of the resorts do like what do you call it?
Like a shuttle?
Yes, exactly. That's the word I was looking for.
Shuttle into the town centre.
And that's normally a free shuttle, and they have times scheduled from where. So I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
With Airbnbs, lots of them are great. Like, we've stayed in many Airbnbs in Ubud. So just choose whatever suits you best.
Yeah.
So obviously people know there's so much culture and nature there. The Tegalalang rice terraces, beautiful. We've both been there, and it's one of, I think, the most popular things to do there. It's just beautiful. You can see the viewpoint. I can take photos from different like cafes and things on the cliff, the top, can't you? But you can also walk them.
Yeah.
I recommend going early in the morning or later in the afternoon.
Yes.
Because it's very hot.
Yeah.
What else is there to do in Ubud?
Obviously, we've got the monkey forest. Then there is Turta Empel Temple, which is maybe 30 minutes out of Ubud. It's an amazing cultural experience. So you can go there and get a blessing. It's beautiful. There's lots of waterfalls around Ubud as well, which is great. Lots of hikes.
Yep.
There's a lot of yoga. Places to go. You recently went to
I went to Pyramids of Chi, which I can't believe hadn't been there. I've been here a long time, which was great. Highly recommend. But it is probably about 20 minutes out of Ubud north. But so if you like energy healing, sound healings, all of those kind of things, and they have yoga there, of course, meditation, it's a great spot. And like, it's all inclusive. Anyone is welcome, all age groups. Really nice vibe, has a cafe there. Highly recommend that. And obviously they have the yoga barn, also famous in Ubud, and that's pretty much in the centre.
Yeah.
So you can easily walk there from the centre. Yeah.
There's the art market. There's a lot of markets in Ubud, just in the centre. You can walk around, get some souvenirs. Art. It's really fun vibe and chill.
I like walking around Ubud.
Yeah, me too.
It feels kind of smaller, so you can see everything. And you do see lots of different age groups and tourists, and like the hippier vibe, which I like. True.
And then you still got restaurants and cafes and wurongs everywhere.
Yes.
The food there is fantastic. Definitely don't need to worry about that. And coffee as well.
All is very good. And there is just like an innate energy up there that's just like just feels really good up there.
Yeah.
So I hadn't been up to Ubud for ages and went up there and I was like, I love this. I feel like I'm in real Bali.
Yeah.
Not that where we are isn't, but it's so developed here. Maybe overdeveloped.
Every time we have a chance to get away for a weekend, that's where we choose to go, just because it's so different to where we live.
Yeah.
Like, we're by the beach, and I just love getting into the nature.
Yeah.
So nice.
Do you feel like you reset a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like there's other activities. They have the whitewater rafting there, which is popular with tourists.
It's ATVs, the whitewater rafting. Yeah. You can do that all with a tour group.
Yeah.
And it's all included. So it's all in the same spot. They just take you to where you need to go, which is fantastic. And how many nights would you recommend?
So we, for our itinerary that we're suggesting, we're saying 3 nights. So you land in Bali and then 1 night, you know, so you kind of miss that day, the travel day. So 3 nights, I think, is a good sweet spot. But if you had a couple of extra days, add them on, because it's nice to relax a little bit than constantly moving.
Yeah. There's always things to do there. So, yeah. And then from there, we recommend taking a scenic drive up to Lovina to see the dolphins.
Yes. Love Lovina. So I had to put it on here. How far would you say it is from Ubud? It's like just only another hour or 2 hours?
Probably an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yes.
Traffic dependent.
Yeah. But we recommend you use that travel day to do sightseeing.
Yes, definitely on your way. Yeah, for sure. So there's plenty of waterfalls on the way.
You got Bedugal, Munduk.
Yeah.
In Bedugal, there is the strawberries. You can go strawberry picking.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful drive. So you go high up, don't you? It's on an incline. Yeah. So you're going up above the clouds. Kind of feel like you're in the clouds. Cooler.
Yeah, you're like in the clouds. Yeah. You've got the Uluwatu Beritan Temple, which is another place I'd recommend stopping. Yeah. It's on the lake, so you can see the lake view, and there's a playground and a cafe, and that's really good. Yeah. And then you got the Twin Lakes as well as you keep moving up. Yeah. So we've covered a lot of this in another episode, so you'll get a lot of detail in that episode. But yeah, it's just a really beautiful drive.
It is a nice drive. Yeah. And when we've been on it, most of the time it's been rainy and cloudy. Yeah. But still, the views are amazing. Yeah. And it's definitely worth it. But yes, if you do stop and get out there, it will be cooler. Yes. So you may want a jacket or long trousers. Yeah. But yeah, it's beautiful. And then when you get to Lovina, so we're recommending 2 nights here, because the main thing is to see the dolphins. The beaches are mainly black sand beaches. And it's not developed. It's very local feel, and there's not that much else to do there. Yeah. Unless you leave and take day trips far out. Yeah. But it's beautiful. So the dolphin trip, again, we've spoken about before, but we recommend getting the 8 a.m. tour start. It's
a lot of them, start at 6, 7 a.m. Yeah. But it's busy, and it can feel a little bit like chasing the dolphins. Yeah. I think it's getting better. A lot of people are taking on the initiative not to do that. Yeah, I hope so. The 8 a.m. I feel is a lot better. Yes, totally. And they take you out just for 2 hours. It's great with kids. Yeah. Our kids were 3 and 5, I think, when we went, and that was fine. Yeah, I think ours was the same.
Our kids are confident swimmers, so just bear that in mind. But you get life jackets. And it was just beautiful. Highly recommend. Yeah. One of the best experiences I've had here. Yeah. Yeah.
I was a bit like, I'm not going to see dolphins. Yeah. It'd be great to see them, but you do
you don't realise how many you see. Yeah. And when you put your head in the water and they were beneath us, I was like, it's amazing.
You hold a swing off the side of the boat and you can, with a snorkel, and you kind of just glide. Yeah. It's really magical.
Yeah, it is really magical. So yeah, definitely recommend that. And you can just stay there 2 nights. You can have a bit of a chill out after that.
Yeah. Chill out on the beach, talk to the locals.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
nice.
Local
food. Yeah. You won't find Gojek there. Yeah. You need to organise drivers. And if you stay in an Airbnb, they will organise it for you very easily. And also when we stayed up there, they had a chef for the villa because there isn't that much food options available. Yeah. So they will cook for you.
We weren't that prepared. So we were like, luckily there is a Pepitos. I think it's a Pepitos. Yeah. But there's not much around. Yeah. So we weren't quite expecting it.
Yes. Cool. So then after Lovina, where are we heading?
So we're going to head back down towards Canggu, Seminyak. Is a bit of a drive, so it's probably a good 3 hours if you're going to do some pit stops.
Yes, definitely.
You can go back down through Munduk and Badoogal and see a few of the things that you didn't see on the way up. Also out of Lovina, there is these hot springs, which is really cool to go and see. What are some of the waterfalls that you'd recommend going back down?
So back down there is Git, which I think is pretty popular, and then Sakumpul. Yep. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Apologies.
Yeah.
But there are many. You can ask your driver or tour driver. They know the good spots.
Yeah.
So utilize these, the drivers and things. Yeah. They will help you plan and make sure that it's en route and find somewhere for you for lunch. But yeah, many waterfalls. You can quickly Google all the best spots.
Now, we had a bit of a chat about Canggu.
Yeah.
And whether we recommend going to Canggu. So what do you reckon?
If it was me, I think I wouldn't recommend Canggu. But obviously I live here. We live here.
Yes.
But you're not sightseeing. There's no particular sights to see here. Yeah. But it's a great stop if you want to get some of the Bali, like food culture, going out culture, the beach clubs. If you want those kind of days mixed in with your sightseeing, I think it's great.
Yeah.
But if you want just to see things, maybe don't have it in. But we will talk about that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
But the things to do in Canggu, Seminyak, if you come here, obviously you've got surf lessons. You're on the beach. Those are the kind of things you want to be doing. The beach clubs, check out some of the great restaurants.
Yeah.
There are so many. Watch sunset on the beach. Plenty of shopping.
Yep.
You want to go to some of the markets, grab some bargains.
There's a lot to do.
There is so much to do, but it's just not sightseeing.
Yeah.
But it's probably nice to mix in with the sightseeing to give you a break.
Yeah.
Go to a great restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah. Get a facial.
Yeah.
Those sort of things. So maybe break up.
Yeah. It breaks up a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because whenever people ask like, oh, should we go to Canggu? Should we go to Seminyak? If you haven't been here, I've always recommended Seminyak just because I feel like it's that kind of, it is touristy vibe.
Yeah,
and sometimes when you're coming to Bali, that is what you want.
Yeah.
You want to have a bit of a relaxation, a bit of pampering, meet some of the locals walking around. And yes, I know people will get upset, oh, it's like touristy, but sometimes that's what people are coming here for.
Yeah, and lots are coming for. Yeah.
So I've always recommended to my friends Seminyak. I even like going down there. It feels like I'm on a holiday.
Yeah.
So
True. And you can decide whether you prefer Canggu or Seminyak. Yeah. Seminyak is more resorty than Canggu. So
probably more family.
Yeah, family for sure.
Canggu, if you're coming with just a group of friends.
Yeah, totally.
Might be more fun. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to do a night out. We probably recommend 2 nights there just to kind of break it up before we head down to Uluwatu, Bukit Peninsula.
Yes.
Now, Hannah loves Uluwatu.
I was just about to say it. You just said it for me. God, she doesn't stop talking about Uluwatu. Okay, yes, I love Uluwatu. We recommend 3 nights here, and it's like for your final night before you fly out because it's not far from the airport. Yeah. Uluwatu just has, it's made me laugh.
So the other day, we were talking about the itinerary, and I think you had like 10 days in Uluwatu.
Let's just cut it all out. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't really do that much. But I took it back because I do love Uluwatu. Okay. It's just, if I got to choose somewhere, I'd go to Ubud because it's different.
Yeah.
I find Uluwatu is a little bit similar to Canggu in its energy and its
I would agree with that.
But tell us, what do you love about Uluwatu?
It just feels like you're on an island, which we are on an island, we're on Bali, but you feel more island life down there compared to Canggu for some reason. I don't know if that's just me, maybe it is. But you feel, I don't know, it just feels more laid back than up here. It's cliffside, most of the places. You've got great views.
Beautiful beaches.
Beautiful, like much better beaches.
Yeah,
than up here. So I love that.
Surfers everywhere.
There's surfers. Everyone's very good looking. Yeah. Just like a good vibe. And it's more chilled. Like there's plenty of good restaurants, and actually it's really being developed.
Yeah, it's getting very developed.
Yeah. So actually when you go down there, you will find the traffic there's like one main road down there. So there's lots of trucks at the moment. So it can be busy. But once you're there, is generally okay.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of cool beach clubs.
Mm-hmm.
The shopping is good also if you want to check out some of the shops and the boutiques.
Yeah.
And
then you got the Uluwatu.
Yeah, I was just about to say this, yeah.
Fire dance show.
Yes, and also very popular for tourists. And then you can, there's surfing if you're surfing. But actually, we should just touch on the fact that Bingin at the moment, since they demolished everything, it's not looking the best.
Yeah.
So if you're coming down to Bingin Beach, I don't know how the walk down is. I think it's pretty precarious at the moment there's just rubble. If you've seen it on Instagram, it's a bit of a mess and it doesn't look good at the moment. So, but apparently people still coming down to the beach. There's still some local things going on down there. I don't think everything was demolished, but I don't know. There's still sun loungers on the beach with umbrellas.
Really?
Yeah, I saw. And the surfers are still coming to surf.
Yeah, it's a good surf spot.
So stuff is still happening, but it really doesn't look good. So at the moment, I don't know, check it out and see how you feel about it. But there's other places, Padang.
Love Padang.
Great.
Padang. It's kind of like a cove.
Yeah.
So it's not too wavy. You can really go swimming quite far out. It's, Yeah. You got to go downstairs.
You do.
Pretty much anywhere in that
you have to go
area,
upstairs.
you got to go downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than Melasti, you can take the car down all the way.
Yes. Melasti Beach, you can.
Yeah.
There's lots of beach clubs along there.
Yeah, loads now, yeah.
There's so many now.
Yeah.
But I do love the beach vibe down there. We'll do a day trip.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah. So it's a good spot just for a mix of chill and sun and surfing, depending on your vibe. But recommend that. The scenery is great.
And now we do have, so that's the 10 days, but we do have an alternative to some of the nights. So if you, for example, wanted to switch out Lovina and Seminyak, so you didn't want to go all the way up to Lovina, it is quite a distance. You could get the boat from Sanua to Lembongan if you want to go to an island. Yeah. Which is beautiful.
Yeah. Nusa Lembongan, love. So you can go to Nusa Lembongan or Penida, really. Yeah. The other one's Nusa Chenegan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chenegan's kind of connected to Lembongan. By this bridge, Yellow Bridge.
Yeah. And from Sanur. So we're recommending if you want to switch out Lovina and Seminyak that you start in Ubud still, do 3 nights there. Yep. Then you make your way from Ubud in a car to Sanur and take the boat over. Yeah. There's many boat operators. Yeah. Some of the good ones that we've noted, if you're interested, are Rocky and Setia Fast Ferry. They're reputable. Yeah.
Yes. I know people might see, the boat sinking and lots of turbulence and etc. Yeah. Which it happens. Yeah. It can be rocky. But these ones have
generally good. Yeah. I've never had a Barrett experience going over, but I know people that have. So.
Yeah, I've had the one coming back once. Yeah. And it was just because the waves were quite choppy and it was just like banging. Oh, and we were at the front, so I recommend sitting at the back.
Yeah, that's a good
Definitely
tip.
sit at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is only, 30-minute?
Yeah, it doesn't take long to get to Lembongan at all. Yeah.
There's not as much infrastructure in Lembongan and Nusa Penida. So a lot more. So you get a tuk-tuk or like a buggy.
It's like a buggy, a golf cart thing with the seats at the back.
Yeah, and scooters. Yeah. There's not really any cars.
No cars.
Which is nice. Most accommodation that you get there. I've just booked to go next week.
Oh, you did?
Really happy about. It was last minute, so there's not a lot available. But most of the accommodation will pick you up from the ferry.
Yeah, which is great. They make it super easy for you. It seems, it's great. And Lembongan just feels just very chill, like old Bali before it got busy and overdeveloped. Yeah. Yeah, it's very island vibes, even more than Uluwatu.
Yeah. It's so fun. And there's still a few restaurants, cafes, lots of rooms. Yeah. And snorkeling.
Of course. Yes. Yeah. Love the snorkeling.
Yeah. Definitely recommend doing pretty much a whole day out on the water. You
I would. Yeah.
Travel around Nusa Penida, which there's stingrays at Manta Ray Bay. Yeah. And
Manta Bay.
Manta Bay. Yes. Yeah, Manta Bay. Yeah. You can go and you see these big manta rays. They're huge. Yeah. So, but it is always wavy there. So you need to be a confident swimmer.
Yeah, totally.
There, but they're really cool to see.
And you went with the kids and that was okay?
Yes, we went with the kids, but it was too rough.
Yeah.
So Annabelle went in first,
Yeah.
and then we took her out, and she started getting a bit seasick.
Yeah.
But that was, what, 2 or 3 years ago
Yeah,
now.
well.
I haven't been since, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's not really that far.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the snorkeling is fun.
Yep.
Then there's like a barge in the middle, like just out of Lembongan. It's kind of like a bar.
Yeah.
So you can get like a boat out to this barge and just chill with bean bags.
Yeah, cute. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good vibe.
Yeah, Lembongan is a good vibe. So if you like the kind of island life and chilling out, it's great. And just being on the ocean, getting a boat.
The water's clearer as well.
So much. Yeah.
Not too wavy. Like you can do surfing, but it's out.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And then Nusa Penida is very famous for its views.
Mm-hmm.
They have Clinking Beach with the T-Rex cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, they're currently constructing a glass elevator to get from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
When we went, they were just about to start construction, so we missed it, thank God, because it's
still going ahead.
It's still doing it. It's not looking great.
Yeah.
But so over-tourism here. But yes, it's not as pretty as it used to be. But it's fine. It's still good. But maybe go now before it gets going.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah, it is a shame. But it is a beautiful view. And many beaches there. The only thing I would say, I actually preferred Lembongan to Penida.
Yes, same here.
Penida, I found there's lots of plastic everywhere compared to Lembongan, which I know is a whole issue.
A lot of rubbish.
Yeah, a lot of rubbish everywhere, and the roads are they're much more rocky and bumpy, holes missing out of everywhere. We were going to rent scooters when we got there, and I was like, Patrick, no. I'm like, it's crazy in the hills and the holes. I was like, I can't take the kids on all of this.
Yeah.
So I definitely preferred Lembongan.
Yeah, we went to go there for the day, and then when we got there, like, it was so hot, so maybe that was part of it, but we kind of walked around and there was no tuk-tuks. There was nothing around to drive us anywhere, so we started walking up this main road for about 15 minutes and there was nothing around.
Oh, really?
I don't know. We're like, let's just get back on the boat.
Yeah, Penida, they do have cars.
Yeah.
So you definitely got drivers. But there's like one kind of, I don't know if it's a main road.
Yeah.
where there are things on like the supermarket and a few cafes and restaurants, but we weren't wowed by it.
Yeah.
So it's, it's very much, I guess, still developing, but it was just, didn't have the same vibe as Lembongan at all.
Yeah. It's just, so pretty and nice.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of everything.
So we were suggesting 3 nights in Lembongan / Penida, depending on where you want to go. And then still go to Uluwatu. So once you've finished in Lembongan, you get the ferry back.
Yep.
And from there, from Sanur, you can drive easily down to Uluwatu. We've added 1 night there, so you have 4 nights, which gives you a bit more time to chill and do some day trips.
Yeah.
And so you could have a day trip, couldn't you? Come up this way to Canggu or Kuta, Seminyak.
Yeah.
Or a day trip to Nusa Dua or Jimbaran.
Yeah.
For Jimbaran, what is there to do there?
So Jimbaran is where the seafood market is. So the open seafood market, really cool to go to in the morning. You can see all of the daily catch because that's where all of the fishing boats come in.
Yeah.
And then along that strip of beach is where all the restaurants, morongs, cook your food for you, which is really nice at sunset. So you go down and you have a fire and they're cooking it for you and really nice experience. It's like a seafood feast.
Yes.
Yeah. So I definitely recommend doing that.
Yeah. If you like seafood.
Yeah.
Also good if you don't, because I don't. It's still a nice experience.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can go for a walk on Nusa Dua. It's all flat. See the resorts there.
Yeah.
Go swimming where it's a bit calmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's not too bad to get into Kuta.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad.
Do some shopping or see what it's like down there.
Yeah. I would say if you're going to be traveling around, Saturdays and Sundays are quite quiet, traffic-wise, if you go early in the morning.
Yeah.
So getting out early on those days is always a winner.
Especially Sundays. Because
Sunday,
the Balinese day off.
Yeah.
So they're not driving around to work and that sort of thing.
Yeah. All right, cool. So that's the alternative option, cutting out Lovina and Canggu, but we have another option here.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of other ones. You could go to the Gili Islands from Lembongan instead of going to Ubud or Uluwatu. The Gili Islands are probably, I'm going to say, an hour to 2 hours by boat
yeah.
from Lombongan.
Yeah.
I've been to Gili Air and I love it. Like if it is a bit far because we went from Bali there and I think it was maybe 2 to 3 hours on a boat.
Yeah. That's good.
But Gili Air, there is no cars. It's horse and cart.
Yes.
So you get around by horse and cart or bicycles.
Yeah.
Which is a cool vibe. It's a tiny island. You can ride around the whole island on a bicycle, which we tried to do, but we didn't know at the top there's no path. So you have to ride through sand, which is basically impossible with a kid on the back.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
So that was quite treacherous, but it was still fun. And the water there, again, it's clear.
Beautiful
You just swim
water.
out, snorkeling. You can walk out and snorkel. There's turtles everywhere.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to go there.
Yeah, very pretty around there. Yeah, we went on to Gili Air. Gili Air? And then we're snorkeling around Gili Minnow where they have the statues under the water. Yeah. But we were staying in Lombok. Yeah. And took a boat trip from there to the Gillies.
Closer, isn't it?
Lombok is right there. The Gillies are
like...
Yeah, super close. But we haven't included Lombok on here, but...
Yeah, you probably need more days.
Yeah, you need a lot more if you go to Lombok. But
fly there.
Yeah, we flew there. You can take a boat, but I recommend the plane. But
and you probably need 2 to 3 nights with Gili just to getting there and getting back.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. But beautiful, peaceful, small, but very very old Bali and
and there's
relaxing.
three islands, 3 Gilis. One is Gili Mino, like you said, and then Gili Trawangan.
Gili Tea.
Gili Tea, yeah. And that they say it's a bit more party.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because there's more bars and restaurants and a bit more lively.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. A lot more younger people were getting off the boat at that stop.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah. And then also, or people could do Cinnamon or Kintamani.
Yes.
Instead of one of those, you can mix it in. So they're pretty close to Ubud.
Yeah.
So you can easily go on your way. I haven't actually been to those, but you have, right?
Yeah, so you could, it's more northeast of Ubud. Yeah. Okay. So it's probably still another hour to 2 hours to Kintamani. So Kintamani is where Mount Batur is. Yes. And the volcanoes, there's a lake, there's hot springs. So if you wanted to do the hike, we haven't included that. Hike, you could base yourself there and do it. You could also do it from Ubud. But again, it's just a different scenery. It is stunning. Like if you just want to go for nature, then you want to go there. And same with Cinnamon, it's like within the rice fields, a little bit more inland. Some of the accommodation is kind of like bamboo forest huts. Cool. Yeah, a lot more eco-friendly. Yeah. A bit more remote.
Is it much different to Ubud, or it's just that it's more remote?
It's probably more jungle. There isn't really a main city part. Yeah. And there's not really like the shopping and stuff, not as much development. It could be like Ubud, I don't know, 50 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's just more for relaxing. There's not as much to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Maybe a nice place to come as if you're a couple.
Yes. Yeah. Kintamani is great even if you have kids and older kids, it's still nice. But yeah, so around Cinnamon and Kintamani, you can also do village tours. You can do bicycle rides through the rice fields, cooking classes, things like that.
Yeah, beautiful. Cool. So I hope that helps people have an idea of, how many nights they should come and what they can achieve in that timescale. But 10 days is definitely a sweet spot. But if you have longer, come for longer. There's so much to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we have some tips to talk about. Okay,
so if someone wanted to come, what time of year would you say is the best time to come? So when is wet season? If people want to think about that.
Well, depends on what year. Yeah. As people know, we've been wet here for the last few months and it's meant to be dry. So wet season's kind of from October until nearly February. And then from February to April, May, it is humid but still has a bit of rainy. And then from about, May until September, it's meant to be dry.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think if it was me, the best months to come would be like June, July, August. Yeah. Saying that, lots of people say when we go away that it rains during those June, July months. But that's supposed to be when the best weather is. Like it's not as humid. Yeah. It's supposed to be a little bit drier. But generally, I'd say come anytime. Whenever it fits into your schedule, it will be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know when it's going to rain.
Just look at what you want to do. So obviously if you're going to go over to like the islands, Lombongan and Gillies, the water is going to be rougher during wet season.
Correct, yeah.
They might not even go if it's too torrential rain and lightning. Yeah. Same with the hikes. If you want to do Mount Batur, a lot of the hikes are closed during wet season. So you can't climb.
It would be scary to do it.
Yeah. So just look at what you want to do.
Yeah, definitely.
And what about how to get around? What do you think? Would you hire a car? Get people who have scooters?
If you're coming here, don't hire your own car. I do not recommend that. No, don't bother. Hire a driver. It's super cheap to do so. Yep. It's not much different from hiring a car yourself. Hire a driver. They speak normally very good English, know the areas, can help you plan out things. You can easily stop when you need to. And it's reasonably priced. It's usually around 700,000 rupiah for 8 hours. If you have like a 12-hour day, it might be 1 million. But and also depends on distance, how far you're driving. But that is kind of roundabout price, and it's just easier. Yeah, just get a driver.
Yeah. And they know where to go as well. If you have time, they'll be like, "Oh, I know this little waterfall, or I know a great restaurant."
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and you can use that same driver for the whole 10 days. Yeah. You can agree a price for the whole, week, 10 days if you want to. Yeah. But that's the easiest way. And then what about like booking, if they want to go to some of the islands, booking boats and things, and even the drivers in advance? How do people go about doing that?
Definitely book in advance. Yeah. So if you have a driver, they can recommend companies. Yeah. Otherwise, use companies that you've seen online. Check reviews as well.
Totally, yeah.
Make sure that they are proper drivers and boat companies. Yes. But definitely book in advance. You can even go on like Facebook groups for traveling to Bali and see recommendations. I would always say get recommendations.
Yeah, definitely the best way. Yeah. Facebook is a great tool. There's many Bali groups. If you don't know anyone that's come to Bali before and they can't recommend anything, some of these groups are great.
Lots of tour guides. Yeah. You would have heard about my horror story with hiring a boat once. Yeah. So learn from me and make sure you check reviews and reputable people. And get photos even of, like, if you're going to hire a really nice boat for a day off Lombongan, for example, just you make sure you get photos of what it looks like, or if it's shared, get all the information.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, make sure you solidify that.
But even a lot, like the boats on Lombongan, you can go to the tour sheds when you arrive and just book it for the next day.
Yeah, totally.
A lot of the time.
And you might want to do that weather dependent. You don't know what's going to happen. And most of these places, they're not going to take all your money up front. Yeah. You can pay them on the day after you've been on the trip.
Yeah. And it's usually cheaper if you're booking like when you're there at certain places.
Yeah. Cool. And then like what about etiquette here in terms of generally like for going to temples and things, but then also just walking around on the streets? Is there rules?
Rules with the temples, yes, you need to be covered up. So you have to have your shoulders covered, your knees covered. A lot of the bigger temples will have shawls for you. But just try and come with either a long skirt, guys with long shorts. Also with the temples, women can't go when you are menstruating.
Yes. Bear that in mind.
Yes. So just be mindful of that when you're coming and planning what days to go. Walking around, just be kind and polite. Yeah. Please wear a shirt. Yeah. Don't just walk around Ubud in your bikini. Yes. I have seen it.
Yeah, I know. Everywhere. Just be mindful.
Yeah. Like I know it can be a holiday destination, but people live here as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then what about kind of safety things? Is there anything to be mindful of?
Safety. I think make sure you have cash on you. A lot of the remote areas, so going up through Lovina, up to Lovina, Kintamani, that sort of thing, you'll need cash a lot of the time. Yeah. I'm going to say we went towards Cinnamon once and a lot of the ATMs weren't working. Yeah. And the Wi-Fi goes out in those areas as well. So having a SIM card or eSIM helps. Yeah. Just to make sure you don't get disconnected. Yeah. But just having cash for those small restaurants and cafes.
Yeah. So when you arrive at the airport, there are many little stalls that will sell you SIM cards, and they're super cheap. So grab one; it will really help you out.
Scams or overcharging people; they're actually legit.
Yeah, very reasonable price.
Yeah.
And then also, if you need to get cash out there, they're ATMs when you arrive, so you can change your money when you arrive if you want to.
Love it.
And then accommodation. There's something for everyone, isn't there? Really?
Yeah, every budget, every style. There's luxury resorts, eco resorts, guest houses.
Just check out the reviews. Yeah, but there's something for everyone.
That's true. Do check reviews. Do make sure you're communicating with them. Don't use Facebook for that.
Correct.
Because some people do actually turn up and they drive to the location and there's nothing.
Doesn't
there.
exist. Yeah. Use a legit site.
Yeah. And if you are traveling by yourself, again, just use common sense of where you're staying. I think.
Totally. And then also, if you are going up north, we would recommend that you bring either like a rain jacket or like a jumper. When normally we say you don't need a jumper or long trousers, but in this instance, you might want to. And it would be good because it gets colder, especially in the evenings.
Yeah.
And if it's rainy season, it
chilly.
can get wet. But you can easily buy these things here, like rain jackets and things here.
Yeah. But pants and jumpers, not so much.
And then just use your travel days for sightseeing.
Yeah.
So as you're driving down from one place to the other, there's always plenty to see on the way.
Yeah.
So maximise.
Car, you don't have to drive. You don't have to stress.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing.
Yeah.
You're all looked after by someone almost.
Yeah, I love it. Cool. Well, I hope that helps, guys. If you have any questions on the itinerary or anything else, then please just drop us a DM. We always get back to you and answer your questions. And if there's anything you think we've missed, let us know.
Yeah. Anywhere we should travel to. Do you have any plans coming up to travel anywhere else in Ubud? Ubud in Bali?
The next trip we have planned is Ahmed.
Yeah. Okay.
Which we've never been to.
Yeah.
Which is the northeast.
Yeah.
Northeast? Yes. And it's very good for snorkeling, scuba diving. We won't scuba dive, but we will snorkel. So we plan to go there. It's just after Christmas. When we get back after Christmas, we're going to Australia and then there. So looking forward to that. So we'll be able to talk about that. But you're going to Lembongan next week?
Yeah, Lembongan next week.
Yeah.
For 3 nights, so that'll be nice. Yeah. Cool. I haven't been to that barge yet out in the water, so I want to do that. We'll do a day trip. Yeah. Snorkeling, just being in the water. I can't wait. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. We'll enjoy and we can all report back on these things. Yes. Cool. Well, thanks, guys. We've enjoyed that episode. And any feedback, comments, please let us know. Our Instagram is @BaliLifeUnfiltered. See you next time. See ya.